Welcome back to the news at 7. We've been covering the upcoming execution of Joseph Corcoran for weeks now, but the man who's on death row for killing 4 people in Fort Wayne back in 1997 has now had his last meal. Tonight, 21 Alive's Corinne Brock and John Wagner talk with Corcoran's attorney ahead of execution day, December 18th.
Where does the case go from here if the Seventh Circuit denies your motion?
If the Seventh Circuit denies a motion to stay, then we will file a petition for a rehearing en banc for the entire Seventh Circuit to make a decision on it, and from there filing a petition to for certiorari to the United States Supreme Court.
So just in layman's terms, can you explain what Mr. Corcoran's options are right now? What can happen in between right now and Tuesday night before the execution?
The Seventh Circuit could grant a stay of execution and then remand the case means send back to the trial court or the federal district court to have a hearing on whether Mr. Corcoran is competent to be executed. The other thing that could prevent the execution, of course, is if Governor Holcomb would grant clemency or at the very least a reprieve. Reprieve is putting an execution off for a specific amount of time, say 6 months.
Joe could be granted clemency from the governor. I know we've talked about it before, but if you were to speak to the governor directly, what would you ask him to do in this situation and why?
We would ask the governor to grant clemency to Joe Corcoran. He has schizophrenia. He's seriously mentally ill. The states surrounding Indiana either don't allow for execution at all or they bar the execution of people with serious mental illness. Indiana should keep up with the surrounding states and not go forward with that execution. At the very least, we would ask the governor to give a reprieve as this abolition bill is going to be discussed early next year in the legislature.
And actually, Governor-elect Mike Braun said, maybe this is best. Maybe we should wait until the next legislative session and actually have that discourse and figure these things out. What would your message to the governor-elect be?
My message to the governor-elect would be that I agree that religions across the spectrum have been leaning toward abolition. We're a pro-life state, and barring executions is consistent with that position.